Alright, today we're going to work on my tow vehicle. It's a 96 F350 Powerstroke. I had a brake caliper lock up on me yesterday towing the car trailer. So we went ahead and did it on the side of the road and got it all back together on this side, but it needs rotors and pads and everything else. So I'm going to go ahead and pull it back apart and do the caliper on the other side and front rotors and pads. And we'll go from there. We're going to end up doing rotors, pads, and a new wheel bearing as well, along with a new caliper on this side here. Originally it was just the rotor and pads, but you might as well do the wheel bearing as well since you're pulling the entire hub apart. So first thing, we'll pull the caliper off out of the way and then pull the hub apart. Okay, so the first two bolts are the slider bolts on the caliper, which are 13 mil heads. So we'll pull that off and pull the caliper portion off and then get the bracket after that. Alright, with the caliper pulled out of the way, we'll pull the bracket off next, which it's the two 13/16 heads on the back here. They're flattened too.
Yeah, on the first three threads are really
I think that's exactly what, I guarantee you that's a metric or a standard bolt. These are fucked. I'm glad I bought both boxes. Okay, with the bracket out of the way, the hub is free to come out, so we'll pull this dust cap off. And then there's a spindle nut on the inside there, pull that off, and then the wheel bearing assembly will come out. Okay, so we got a cotter pin holding the axle nut on and the wheel bearing in there. So we'll pop that out and continue pulling it apart. And the other bearing's on the back side, stuck in the hub, but we're not reusing that. We're doing new bearings and new hubs, so we can just leave that in there. Alright, so our inner bearing right here, we'll have to load it up with grease. Part numbers here if you need it. It's a Master Pro from O'Reilly's. And we got the hub all cleaned up and everything as well. And the new hub over there. So we'll go ahead and load this up with grease and start putting it together. Alright, inner bearing is in, greased up. And now we're going to add our seal, which will sit right in there. And part number for that, 4160. So we'll go ahead and pop that in, and then we can put the hub on and then the outer bearing. It seals in and flush. So we'll go ahead and lift this up and put it on the hub there. James, you want one? You can come in closer if you want. It's a close view. Alright. Where's that last box? Okay, this will be the last one. There's part number 15101. This will be our outer bearing. Okay, the outer bearing's installed. We're going to put our little washer on there.
I don't remember the other side having a washer.
Good. And followed by our nut. So this will go hand tight and then a quarter turn with a wrench. And then once that's tight, we can put our lock nut on here and our cotter pin. New caliper came with a new bracket and new slider pieces here. So put the new bracket on with new bolting because the bolting was stripped out on this truck. So we'll go ahead and put the pads in and then take our old caliper, undo the line, and hook it to our new caliper and hook that up and then bleed the brakes. Okay, so here's our caliper that O'Reilly's painted gold for us. We'll go ahead and attach this on and then run the brake line to it. So our caliper kit came with a new banjo bolt, the new washers. So we'll use those. And that flathead. Alright, line's on with the new bolt and washers. So we'll clean it off with some brake clean, and then we'll go ahead and bleed the whole system. Finished product, line's in, brakes are bled, pedal stiff. So we'll go ahead and throw the wheels on and take it for a test drive.